All right. Hello, hello, friends. I am just going to go live on Instagram here. All right. And we are live. Welcome to our Wednesday lifestyle chats and cooking with myself. I'm Dr. Simran and my awesome mom, Minnie.
Hello,
Um,
guys.
we come here every Wednesday to get together, really, because she lives in Canada and I live in the US, but we get together. We have accumulated a decade's worth of knowledge in, little everyday things we can do with our lifestyle, specifically with plant-based cooking. And we show up here every Wednesday to cook a simple plant-based recipe for you, and then also talk about the different benefits of some of the ingredients that we're using. My background, if you don't know me, I'm Dr. Simran. I'm a physician with expertise in a few things, one of them being lifestyle medicine, and then I have a passion for plant-based cooking and cooking in general, and also am a BRCA1 previvor, which means that I carry a genetic mutation that puts me at high risk of cancer, and that's really how, over the last 10 years, I became really interested in things that we can do that are in our control, like the foods that we're eating to reduce our risk of diseases like cancer and other chronic illnesses. So that's me in a nutshell. And this is my mom, Minnie, and I'll let her introduce herself as I get our
So, guys,
cooking ready, and then I'll tell you what we're making.
I'm also a breast cancer survivor, two-time breast cancer survivor, and I'm also BRCA1 positive genetic mutation holder, and that's how
Mom,
10 years.
your voice is breaking up.
Okay, is it better now?
A little bit.
Is
Let's
it better
see.
now?
It's still breaking up.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? Should I exit and come back, or?
Yeah, maybe you should try to do that. All
So I
right. So what we're making today is a really easy. Again, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and so this month we decided every week to make a simple recipe with soy. Um, Soy is just one of those, food groups where there's a lot of myths surrounding soy, and what we want to show you is not just how easy and versatile soy is as an ingredient to cook with, but also talk about all the different health benefits that come with soy. So, we've talked so far over the past couple of weeks about, the different myths that are associated with soy, particularly, when it comes to breast cancer. And the biggest one being that soy increases risk of breast cancer. It absolutely does not, but it does the opposite. And we have hundreds of human studies now showing that soy actually can be great to reduce risk of breast cancer. All right, she's back.
Yeah, so can you hear me now?
It's still cracking up, but yeah, I guess we can just go with it. I don't know why it's doing that, but that's fine. Just go ahead.
So I myself is again 10 years ago, uh, 2017, I got my
It's
cancer
really
back.
bad, Mom. It's really bad.
Okay.
So come from your phone. Try to come on your phone.
Okay. So I let go of the computer.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, there's lots of different excuse the tech challenges, clearly. We're still trying to figure out this multi-stream thing. So right now we're live on Instagram, we're live on YouTube and Facebook, and just trying to figure out the whole multi-stream platform. I love it, but my mom is still learning how to use it. So excuse us while we're trying to figure that out. But what we're making today is a super simple tofu pumpkin curry. So it's really going to be like a red curry because we're adding red curry paste, but it's super simple, really requires less than 10 ingredients. So it is October and fall season, which means it is all things pumpkin for me here. And we'll talk a little bit about the benefits of pumpkin too. We're gonna have tofu, of course. We're gonna have some coconut milk, salt, pepper, red curry paste. Okay, and then really, if you want to add some vegetables, you can. The recipe calls for red peppers. I didn't have any, so I have green peppers, which I'm going to use, and then just lime and cilantro for garnish. Now, if you want the recipe, that's been probably the biggest request in these lives is to post the recipe. And while I don't have the time and energy to type it all up in the caption, I did create a system that allows you to get the recipe after this live. So if you want the recipe, comment pumpkin on the live on Instagram, and you will be directed to a link where you can then download the recipe and then you can have it. And I hope that you make the recipe, and I hope that you tag me in it, and it'll be really good. So I didn't have any fresh onions and garlic. That was the other thing that this recipe calls for. And so I had some chopped up onions in the freezer along with some garlic cubes. So I just put a little bit of veggie broth in the pot, and then now I'm just sauteing my onions and garlic. And the nice thing about onions and garlic is that these aromatics are also very powerful when it comes to cancer risk reduction. There's a lot of benefits to, garlic, onion, and any of the allium family. So you think about scallions. Any of those are very powerful when it comes to cancer risk reduction foods. So I don't know if Minnie's gonna join us. She said, "Can I join?" You have to join using the StreamYard link off your phone. So you have to go go to your Gmail account and click on the email I sent you, and then click on the StreamYard link, and you should be able to join from your phone. If you can't, just talk to us in the comments. It's all good. So anyways, I am sauteing the garlic and the onions and in a little bit of veggie broth right now. So next, it's going to be very simple. I already prepared my tofu, but tofu is one of those foods where it is so versatile that it will, soak up the flavors and spices of anything that you add to it. So for me, I didn't pre-marinate it yet. I just cut it up in cubes, and it's in the fridge. So let me grab it. So I pre-prepared it just like this, and basically it's little cubes like this, and we're just going to add it over here. So one of the things that I thought I would talk about today is one of the reasons why I love soy, especially for women's health, especially if you're a woman in the perimenopause, menopause kind of season of your life. I think it is a beautiful food to add because you get the biggest bang for your buck. There are a lot of benefits for women who, are going through menopause, right? We talked about this last time. We talked about the benefits of soy for vasomotor symptoms of menopause. So things like hot flashes. Soy has been shown to not just reduce the frequency of hot flashes, but it also reduces the intensity of hot flashes, which is amazing, right? And then the other thing, so now my onions and garlic are done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add my green peppers. So I just sauteed them. I just cut them up really small. And I'm going to add those in here, and then we'll saute those. We're not particularly big fans of really soft green peppers. So I'm not going to cook them down too much. So what I'm going to do is I will just add them in here, and then I think I'll just add the tofu at the same time here. All right, so the recipe calls for a block of tofu, but I think there's much more, and I actually am not going to be able to use this tofu. Okay, so clearly this is the downside of living with animals. But there's a lot of dog hair in this tofu, and I don't know why. Oh no. Okay, anyways, such is my life, guys. Such is my life. I don't know what to say. All right, Minnie's back. This week is crazy for me. I have, multiple podcasts, multiple webinars. I have a live speaking engagement, and my son is sick, and now my tofu has dog hair in it. So I don't know. I don't know. This is my life. This is my life. All right, Minnie, are you back?
I made a lentil tofu at home today with
Oh,
that
you did.
pink lentil. Yeah, I made it, and I will show you. I'll send you the picture in couple of hours, or maybe I can pick it up and show you how it's looking. It's cooling in the fridge right now. So you basically soak the lentils for 20 minutes, and then you put a little bit, and then you grind it with a little bit of water, salt, and then you just thicken it in the pot for good 5 7 minutes, and then it's like thick battery thing. The all water is soaked, and then you just put it in a container and let it cool.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up, man. You're breaking up. It's really hard to hear you. So let's just come join us in the comments. I don't know what's going on, if it's on my end or your end, but it's just not a good connection. Every time you talk, it's like crackling. All right. So, anyways, I am going to prepare another set of tofu blocks after I finish making this recipe because it's just going to take too long. So, what I did was I sauteed the onion, garlic, right? Added the green pepper, right? And basically, what I'm going to do now is I will add the curry paste. So, I'm hoping I just got a new curry paste. You can get these pre-made. I'm really hoping that this is not super spicy because most of the time they are. So it asks for 2 tablespoons, the recipe, but because my kids are going to eat this and they're not huge into like spicy yet, I'm just going to use 2 teaspoons instead of 2 tablespoons. The nice thing about this is you could always add more, right? So it's better to start with a little bit less and then add more according to your spice level. So we're just gonna go ahead and add the red curry paste. We're gonna add the pumpkin, and I will show you what this looks like in a minute. So if you're just joining or watching the replay, we're making an easy tofu pumpkin curry. If you want the recipe, just comment pumpkin on the Instagram post after the live is over, and you'll get a link with the recipe. I absolutely love tofu. Like I was saying, it's super versatile. There's many ways to use it. And if you're a woman, that's in that perimenopause, menopause phase of life, it's great because it kind of helps with many different things, right? So we were talking about the vasomotor symptoms, right? It also is great because soy is a great source of fiber, right? So there's different types of soy, right? There's different forms. So if you think, one of my favorites is something called edamame, which is basically a baby soybean, and 1 cup of edamame has 8 grams of fiber, which is pretty phenomenal considering the average American takes about 10 to 15 grams of fiber in a whole day, which is very little. So just 1 cup of edamame will give you half of a little over half of what the average American consumes. So when it comes to breast cancer risk reduction, fiber is your best friend. And you really want to try to aim for a minimum of 30 grams of fiber a day. And where do we get fiber? When you eat the rainbow, right? Different sources of fruits, vegetables, nuts, beans, seeds, legumes, and soy is a bean, soybean. It's part of the legume family. So it's a great source of fiber. And fiber is also really important for heart health, right? So when we increase our fiber consumption, it can help with, you know, reducing our risk for diabetes, reducing our risk for high cholesterol, reducing our risk for blood pressure, and a lot of these metabolic syndrome markers. And as we enter menopause, that's really important because as we lose that estrogen, it actually puts us at higher risk of metabolic syndrome, higher risk of heart disease, higher risk of brain disease, higher risk of, you know, bone disease. And so eating fiber-rich foods is very, very protective for your heart. So that's why soy is great for women in that perimenopause, menopause season of life. So if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments. It's always easier when I'm talking to someone versus when I'm just talking and trying to cook and figure out what to say next. But okay, so we added our curry paste, we added our pumpkin. Now we're gonna add our coconut milk. The universe is really showing me a good time today. All right, anyways, I just made a big mess. But that's what cooking is all about, guys. If you went to a restaurant and went to the back, do you think the restaurant, the kitchen is all clean? No, it's probably a hot mess, and that's okay because that's all part of the cooking process. So I just splashed coconut milk everywhere, but that's okay. All right, so let me, what I'm gonna do is, I'm actually gonna bring this over here so that you can see it. Let's see, so I can show you what it looks like. I just hope I don't drop my iPad in here. Okay, all right, so you see what this looks like here. Now it is very beautiful orange color, right? And now, like I said, it's that time of year where, you know, pumpkin season is in, and pumpkins are super, super amazing to eat. And they're so versatile. There's so much you can do with them. They're a great source of antioxidants, a great source of, you know, vitamin C. So it's great for your immunity, great for your skin health. So much vitamin A as well. So it's great for your eyes. So there's a lot of benefits for pumpkin. Again, fiber, right? So many fruits and vegetables are going to give you lots of fiber. So that's really good. So now really what I'm supposed to do is add in my tofu, which I don't have. So I'm going to add the tofu later. And then we're going to put in a little bit of salt and pepper. And there's really not a whole lot of seasoning in here because you already have the red curry paste. And so that's what's going to give it all of the flavor. And then we're going to add a little bit of pepper in here and let this simmer for, you know, 5-7 minutes. And I'll add the tofu in after. And then we're going to garnish it with some lime and some cilantro. And it's going to taste amazing. So I don't have... You need to lower the wok to cook. You need to lower, I don't know what that says. Anyways, all right. So I'm going to show you what it looks like one more time. Here we go. I'm going to need to figure out a better cooking arrangement here. Maybe I need another camera or something. But anyways, if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm just going to say I'm really proud of myself for continuing this despite all the tech challenges and having a sick kid at home and all of the things. So, such is mom life. But if you don't have any other questions, I am going to call it a day and finish my tofu pumpkin curry. I already have some brown rice made, so this is going to be dinner tonight. Done. And if you want the recipe, I will post this video even though it's not the most refined video, but that's okay. I'm going to post it after, and just comment pumpkin and I will send you a link with the recipe. It's literally, a 10-minute recipe max, 20 minutes if you take into account the prep time and everything. Super easy, super seasonal, and super delicious. So I hope you enjoy. I didn't get any questions about I didn't get any. So recipe. So you don't put, okay, so you don't put pumpkin in the comments right now because the live is not over. So as soon as I finish the live, I'm going to post it on my Instagram, and then once it's posted, go and comment pumpkin, and you will get the recipe. It will look just like that. And then you can download it, and then you can make it, and then you can comment back or tag me and let me know you made it and let me know how it tasted. But I will share it tonight when we are eating it for dinner or maybe for lunch. And otherwise, great to see you guys as always. I would love to, you're welcome. I'm getting all these nice comments on Instagram. Okay. So otherwise I'm going to go, and it was great to see you guys. Bye.